Hey everybody, thank you for joining me on O'Shea Woodworks. This week I'm going to be making a coffee table out of a nice walnut slab that I picked up a couple of weeks ago. Follow along and I'll show you how to build it. I'm going to start by sanding this edge down. We still have a little bit of bark on here, so I want to get this all the way down to the wood. So we're going to start by doing this edge and the other edge. There's one side all cleaned up. So you can tell the difference between that side and that side. So next I'm going to clean that up. I'll skip ahead on that. Won't make you watch me do that again. So now I'm going to sand this up to 220 grit. So I'm going to start at 120 and just go to 220. So I have the top and the bottom all sanded to 220 grit. Got the live edges sanded to 220 grit as well. Don't mind my mess of a shop here. Just got a new table saw and just waiting for it to get wired in. I'm really liking the grain pattern on this slab here. It's gonna look really nice when I put the Osmo finish on there. Looking forward to that. Well, I think that's where I'm gonna end it tonight. It's about 11 o'clock at night here. What I'm gonna do tomorrow is I'm just gonna cut it about here, just to shorten it up a little bit and just to have less of a flare out there. Make it a little bit more uniform. So I'm gonna leave it at that for now, and I will see you tomorrow. Welcome back. It's the next day. I'm gonna start on the project for the day. First step is to cut off this chunk here. So right around where that line is, we're gonna cut it off, just make it a little bit shorter, not to have a big piece jutting out like that, just to make it a little bit more uniform and rectangular. So now that I have it sanded on both sides to 220 grit, I'm going to put in just a little bit of a stamp or engraving on the side. A little bit dusty on my screen. It says crafted by Jesse O'Shea, May 2021. So I will turn that on and I'll set you down so you can look at the time lapse of that. If you've watched my channel before, you know that my favorite finish to go to is Osmo hard wax. So I picked this up. This is a brand new container here of the Osmo Polyx 3043 Clear. So this is what I'm gonna use for the finish on this. I put about 2 to 3 coats on. So now you can watch me do that, and this is always a really satisfying part of the job. So there it is with the finish all on there. So I'm gonna wait a couple of hours before I flip it over and put my legs on there. So you can see that nice grain pattern that I was talking about going right up the middle there. I think that somebody's gonna really enjoy this coffee table. Off camera, I put the legs on this table. I got these legs off of Amazon. I think they were about $120 or so. That's what they look like from the side. So I'm gonna leave this out in the garage overnight, just so it kind of gets rid of that new finish smell. So next shot that you'll see will be it in the house, just for some staging.